What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade #1, aka the Feminist Killer, #Logitorian. Don't allow technology, TV commercials, or any of those bullshit advertisements to alter your way of thinking. Right? When you take the red pill or the black pill, which I noticed for myself. When I took the red pill 2 years ago and I've continued to evolve and become more aware with my mindset, I noticed from afar that the majority of people are heavily programmed, obviously. Programmed by the music, programmed by the commercials, and obviously social media. And my advice to you is you need to put the technology away for a bit, turn off the laptop. If you got things that you have to get done, get those things done and turn off the phone. Don't be afraid to go dark. And I think just cleansing yourself from the screen, it's a relief because you're not always trying to live up to what social media is telling you should do, or commercials telling you how to live and how to think, because that's really what they're doing. You set this unrealistic standard of how you need to live, how you need to look, and those people in those ads and those people in those commercials, those people are not the average people. Everybody can't be like that. Those people are selling you like a lot of YouTubers who want to just get subscribers. They're just selling you a dream. They're just selling you a product. That's it. That's their job. Their job is to look into a camera lens and sound as genuine as possible just to sell you a fucking product. And most people, sadly, they think because it's new, because it's well presented, that it has a lot of credibility behind it. A lot of this stuff is bullshit. A lot of these people are full of shit and they're just trying to brainwash you and indoctrinate you. That's what you have to understand. Leave technology alone, man. Put the phone down because it's not going to help you. It fucks your mind up. It fucks your mind up. You are experiencing depression. You are experiencing suicidal thoughts because commercials are telling you that you need to live this way. Social media, you got people on social media, bragging about how good the life is or whatever they're living, showing off money, showing off, whatever they're showing off. And it makes you feel insecure about yourself. It makes you feel like a failure. Everybody bragging about how many likes they have. Everybody striving for, the popularity. And it's just like that stuff. I always thought that after I graduated from high school that mentality would die off. And I realized that it continues to the day you fucking die. It continues to the day you die. And that's the sad reality. People are always going to strive to be, the most popular. They're always going to chase the crowd. People are going to conform to anything because they're weak. They can't stand on their 2 feet. They're afraid of the resistance. And I'm just going to tell you, don't be afraid of the resistance. Don't allow people to tell you that you need these things. You don't need to be on the apps all the time. You don't need to be on the internet all the time. You don't. My thing is, I turn my phone off and I try to keep it off for a few days as long as I can. Because I don't want to deal with all that distraction, because it's a big, like I said, the internet and all that stuff is just a diversion. It just causes distractions. It's poison. It makes you think you're not good enough. It makes you depressed. Stop worshiping people. There's no point. There's no point in striving for attention online. It's not going to do you any good. It may give you a dopamine rush temporarily, but at the end of the day, you're just another person seeking attention online. You know, and if you're doing those things, you should work on not doing those things. You know, every time I walk outside or every time I go somewhere nowadays, even the young kids, they're always on their phones looking down. They don't know how to socialize. They don't have no respect. This is the society that's, you know, coming about due to so much technology. And think about it like this. We're not using our brains. We're not thinking efficiently anymore. We're relying so much on technology that we don't even know how to use our own judgment. Which means we're basically just mindless zombies being dictated by technology. You know, because what if technology fails? What if technology just disappears tomorrow? A lot of people won't know how to rely on their own basic instincts anymore. You know, and just like I said, just being free from all that stuff is healthy. Being around technology all the time, watching too much TV, it's not healthy. Because you're watching something that's fictional. It's not even real. Right? It's acted. People are getting paid to deceive you. Actors. I've said this before. People are getting paid during commercials, you know, just to sell a bullshit product. People are getting paid to make fictional TV shows that are not even real. But people buy into that. They try to emulate what they see because they think that's the standard for success. You determine your standard for success. No one else does. Stop letting somebody tell you how you should look, how you need to be. Think for yourself. Be healthy. You know, and that's the thing. When you follow the crowd, you're telling me when you follow the crowd, you don't know how to think for yourself. You're mentally weak. You have no identity. You're easily influenced. You know, you don't know how to exercise rational thought. You know, just doing something for the sake of everybody else doing it means you want validation. You have insecurities. You want to be liked. And think about it. Chasing validation, chasing acceptance online or just anywhere in life, that's a form of suffering because you'll never be satisfied when you chase those things. You know, it's like you're running on a treadmill, you're not going anywhere. That's what it's like. You're running, but you're still in that one place. And just a lot of people can't accept that reality. They can't accept it. And I understand that I'm not going to be able to reach everybody. I'm not going to be able to reach all of you because, again, a lot of you will do what feels good, not what's right or what's wrong. Or not, you know, you don't do what's good for you. And no matter how, and this is something that you have to understand. If any of you guys are planning to start your own channel, understand, don't go into this thinking that you're going to change the world. You're not going to be able to change the world. Don't go into this thinking that you're going to be able to save men. You're not going to be able to save a lot of men because most people don't value logic and reason. That's humanity right there. Most people, I will say it again, do not value logic and reason. So if you value logic and reason, you pretty much can bet your ass you're going to be alone a lot. And if you can accept being in solitude, then you'll be fine. You don't got nothing to worry about. I just want to give you guys, you know, that warning before you get into this, you know, video making stuff because people care about they care about what feels good. They don't care if it's a lie. They don't care if it's, you know, destructive. As long as it feels good, they will do it. The average person is emotionally unstable. The average person is insecure. And like I was telling a brother yesterday, if you know the average person is uncertain of themselves, why do you take their approval seriously? Why do you even want to seek approval from people who are not really credible? They're not really credible sources. You are your only credible source. You are the person that gives yourself validation, and you should be the one inflating your own ego. Stop looking for the outside world to tell you who you are, right? And so when you look on technology, when you're heavily relying on Instagram and you looking at these celebrities and shit to tell you, give you advice on things, you're looking for the outside world to give you it. You know, you're looking for the outside world to tell you who you are. You know, a lot of these people are trash, and it's sad that we, as the general population, we look up to these people. We gas these people up. We build their image. They don't build their own image. We build their image. We choose to like and dislike. You know, and when it comes to valuing certain things, we don't value the right things. That's why our society's so fucked up. That's why people are so mentally ill, and a lot of people got anxiety and all that bullshit. You know, what is it with people saying that they have anxiety a lot? I'm anxious at times, but I don't have anxiety. That's just some shit. To me, you have to overcome that. You have to overcome that. Break your bad habits. If you don't break your bad habits are going to break you. Period. It's one way or the other. Take control of your life. So, you know, some things before I close out this brief video is just that technology is good in certain areas, but you need to be operating manually. Stop always looking for the answers on social media. Stop looking for the answers in the commercials and the TV shows. That shit ain't real. Stop watching all that dumbass Netflix and shit. Read a fucking book. Go outside and run. Go outside and work out. Stop going to the gym. Stop, you know what I mean? Because when you go to the gym, it's nothing but distractions. Be in a distractionless environment where you can focus on yourself genuinely, where you can enhance your own growth. When you're too busy trying to be like everybody else, how can you be unique? You get what I'm saying? And that's the mentality of the majority of people. The majority of people try to be like everything, the common narrative. They're trying to chase the popular way of doing. They're trying to chase the popular ideology. They're trying to fit the stereotype. Everybody's becoming a fucking stereotype. Think about that. In this society, people value being the same, but they criticize you for being unique, thinking outside the box, being different. If you're the odd one out like I am, I've been an odd one out. I've been a castaway my whole fucking life. Been criticized my whole fucking life. I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to that shit. That's why for the most part, you gravitate towards my stuff because you relate to it, you know? And it's never gonna change. People value being the same because they're afraid. I used to think the joke was on me for being different. The joke is on them because they're weak. They can't stand on their own. That's why they gotta look for others to make them feel secure. They gotta get their source of energy from other people. I can create my own source of energy. I can make myself secure. I tell myself what I am and what I'm not. I'm not gonna let somebody else do that. You have to do the same thing. You have to look at yourself in the mirror when you get up in the morning. Don't look for me or anybody else on here to motivate you. Fuck motivation. Motivation is temporary. You know, I told a brother that the other day. It's temporary. Motivation is like a drug, like anything else. It feels good at the beginning, but you wake up the next day, it wears off, and then you're going to go right back to your bad habits. You have to check your fucking mindset. If you don't check your mindset, you're going to be the same your whole fucking life. You're going to continue to go through the same fucked up path. And remember this. Don't be afraid of acknowledging your imperfections. Don't be afraid of being vulnerable. Don't be afraid of being perceived by the masses as a weak punk bitch or whatever it is. All of those are projections. All of that is insecurity. All of that is, just ways to keep you trapped. And the number one thing, that most people don't realize is we trap ourselves with our mindset. With the mindset that you have, you will trap yourself. You have a choice. Don't be afraid of, like I said, being alone. You got people to talk to. Don't make excuses on why you have to follow the fucking crowd. You got a choice. People who follow the crowd are weak. I have no respect for them. And to be honest with you, I don't have respect for most human beings on this planet. I'm just going to get that out. I don't have respect for most human beings on this planet. Matter of fact, I fucking hate almost everybody. Because most people are like what I just said. They're exactly like that. Then they're going to try to persuade you to act like that. I don't give in to influence easily. To me, I'm mentally tough, but I'm not where I need to be, and I'm working on that. But at the same time, I'm not the person to manipulate. I'm not the one to try to influence because, you're not going to get me. And that's the mentality you have to have. As far as asking people for advice and questions, that's good. Continue to do that. But again, if you're asking people to tell you who you are or to tell you you're good or you're ugly, you're good looking or you're smart, you're successful, that's a waste of time. Success comes in different variations. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with how many women you have sex with. It has nothing to do with your appearance. And that if you follow that common narrative, you will always be disappointed. Stop listening to these dumbass rappers that everybody looks up to. Stop looking to these dumbass celebrities just in general, singers, rappers, actors, telling you need this shit. It will be nice to have, but you don't need that. When you're black-pilled, you are agreeing indirectly, whether you believe it or not. When you take that black pill, you're agreeing to become a minimalist. You understand? You are agreeing to become a minimalist. You can't sit there and try to strive for all the resources and all the money and all the women and sit there and call yourself black pill. That doesn't bring any joy to your life. Because that's how you make it to the black pill in the first place. And for me, I'm not going to kiss ass just to get money. I'm not going to kiss ass just to get with a woman. I assume once you take the black pill, it's my assumption that once you agree that you're black pill, you're okay with being alone for the rest of your fucking life. You're okay with going without sex. You're okay with going without socializing. For me, I get depressed when I'm around most people. I get depressed when I'm around most people. But when I'm alone, I'm at peace mentally. But this is Renegade #1. Like the video, share, subscribe.